Yo, what is up YouTube? We're here with another video on Slow Garage. Today we're going to be doing how to make your V6 sound like a V8 in 2025. I used to have a V6. Here's my buddy's V6, a 3.6 liter V6 Challenger, and then I have the 5.7 liter V8 RT. I used to have the V6, so I know a lot about this car. What he has done is a muffler delete in the back, and we're going to compare his V6 to my RT, and let's get right into this video. There's plenty of things you can do to make your V6 loud. He has a rear and mid muffler delete, so this V6 is going to be similar to this car, but just a little bit higher pitch because it is a V6. There's plenty of things you can do. You can go cheap route, expensive route. The cheap route is literally what I did, which I'm gonna get roasted for this, but I literally just cut off my mufflers, and I just really haven't had time. And I don't really want to spend the money to get the pipes. I have the tips, I just need to get the pipes, and it's kind of a pain in the ass because I bought the wrong pipes. What he did, you can see down here, and this is basically close to what I have, is his is basically a straight pipe. Another thing you can do on the V6 is you can get a Flowmaster exhaust or any other exhaust, but that'll run you around $1,000. Muffler delete nowadays are a little bit more expensive than they did when I had my V6, and it is about $1,000. No, I think it's around like $500 for a rear and mid muffler delete, but you can do it yourself, which will cost a lot less. But we're going to get his car started up, do revs, and compare it to the sound of the 5.7 liter. We're going to go ahead and start this up and rev it for y'all. It is a little higher pitch because it is the V6, but on the startup it sounds really well. This does have 315 horsepower. Mine has 375, I believe. But let's go ahead and start this up. Started up, it has that deep idle roar. That is another car. Hold him up. Hold up. That is the noise from the V6 with a mid and rear muffler delete, and we're going to go ahead and do some revs here. As you can see, the idle is pretty, it's not too loud, but it is not too raspy either, which I think this is perfect. Mine was a little too raspy. This one is a lot better than mine was. So let's go ahead and get these revs and show you what's up. Here's the idle from the V6. Here is the V8. As you can see, it is a little louder, but this does sound pretty good for it being a V6. So let's go ahead and get those revs for y'all. Back memories. Overall on the car, it is a little louder.
What? Hold up, wait a minute. Wow.
Then the RT, we're going to go ahead and do revs on the RT. The pitch was a little bit louder, but when it's driving, it's a little bit better. But let's do the comparison to the 5.7. I'm gonna go ahead and go in there and get some revs. Obviously, the V8 is going to be louder, but I do have a muffler delete on my V8. So if this was stock, the V6 would sound much closer than it is with mine, but it does sound pretty close right now with this having the straight mid and rear muffler delete, and with this having the muffler delete. On the V6, he is averaging 14 miles per gallon, which is kind of crazy for a V6. It normally does have better miles per gallon, but he does say he does have a heavy lead foot, which makes sense. But the mid muffler and rear muffler delete, that does not always help you with your miles per gallon. Mine only has 1 in mine, and I average around 15 to 16. I'm not as heavy on the foot as Asa is, but yes, it does affect your miles per gallon when you do get an exhaust on any car. Overall, the cheapest way to do this, you can go the Cherry Bomb exhaust, which I made a video on that about 3 years ago. It's about $50 with a $100 installation. You can do rear muffler delete, which is around $200. I just got word from my boy Asa that it was $400 for the mid and rear. So the mid and rear is $400. But I would keep the cats on the V6 just because that shit would be, in my opinion, way too raspy if you got rid of the cats. But yes, those are your, you have a few options, but those are your cheaper options, or you can just go straight exhaust, which is too expensive personally for the V6. You can go exhaust on the V8, but I would stick more to the muffler delete and rear muffler delete on the V6. But this does sound pretty good for having 315 horsepower, and honestly brings back so many memories looking into this engine, because I had mine was full bolt-on V6. But yes, I have I'm gonna have the V6, Scat Pack, RT, and Hellcat. One of my buddies has a V6, one has the Hellcat, so we're gonna have every single model except the Demon on the channel. So y'all go ahead and like and subscribe, and comment down below videos you want to see, and thanks for watching.